So I'm Chef Rinette from Olive Chef School, and I'm staying here in the northern suburbs, and I decided to have a conversation regarding our health and safety, roads and traffic around it, and the decay of Bloemfontein that's just unacceptable. We struggle. I'm complaining regularly about the roads, the state of the roads. So my question is why in the last 10 years, which is I read a couple articles about it, the roads have not been upgraded in 10 years in Bloemfontein. No maintenance or upgrade. I mean, maybe a little bit of maintenance, but no upgrade. So 900 million, the Free State, or what comes to Mangaung as well, receive for the roads. What do they do with that money? Where's that money? What, in G-Wagons? I'm asking, where is the money? Why is there no upgrade of roads in the Free State and in Bloemfontein? Because they receive the money, but nothing is done. I mean, how simple is that? The question is, and the state of our roads affect every business in Bloemfontein. People are leaving left, right and centre. And the decay are next to the road, the street poles. If you go down Milnerweg now here, there's a street pole which you can take a photo of that is tied with a cable tie for the last 2 years. That thing is going to go down soon. If you drive, there's 6 or 7 street poles that are literally close to falling over. In the circle of Andries Pretorius, that street poles are like they're very long, tall ones. The bolts is out at the bottom. They balance it on bricks. I mean, guys, this is unacceptable. And then if you walk, you have all these holes, manholes, what do you call it, the electricity holes that's open. I know they steal the things, but I mean, we have one hole here that's the power grids go through it. It's been open for a very long time, and the security was there. I saw 2 weeks ago where they tried to make a fire in it, and they stopped it. But I've never seen the municipality there. Where are they? What happened to them? Where are they?
So then in terms of that, ma'am, how do you feel would be a solution? Where do you think the starting point would be in terms of, like you mentioned, regulation, control, and also being visible in the streets of Mangaung?
I think when I travel to Cape Town, there's police everywhere. We are paying for traffic cops. Where are you? We are paying for somebody, Minister of Transport. What are you doing? You're not getting a small salary. Why are you not doing your job? Because if we have traffic cops that are actually visible and doing the job, then we wouldn't be in this situation. People are regular. On an every daily basis, I see 2 to 3 people skipping a robot. I saw this morning 2 people skipping a red robot, not even slowing down, going straight. In Milnerweg, the standard traffic, between 7 and 9, it's chaos here. I've never seen a traffic cop here, unless there's an accident. So people travel between 80 to 120 kilometers per hour down. They skip the robot, the middle robot here, they go down Harry Smith. Harry Smith is crazy. So many people follow that road and walk to work, that work in the northern suburbs. There's people killed. There's people that got out of a taxi, a woman, when she walked over, she got killed. There's somebody that got out of a bus that got killed. Because people drive excessively and there's nobody regulating it. The taxis are making U-turns at the red robot, because they want to skip the 3-phase robot. It is chaos. We have every second week a car accident, and not like a bad car accident, in this area for the last, 15 years.
So then, speaking from a resident side and an entrepreneur as well in this area, could you just tell us about how you are playing your part in making the little haven for yourself around you better for?
So I mean, we all want to get involved. We all want to see a change in Bloemfontein. We want to see Bloemfontein growing in a positive way. And it is a very difficult time. So we have a chef school, which we've been running for 24 years. But we've written a course which we try to implement and get funding for, which is skill development. We want to get into skill development. And we've written a course where you do 3 months training with us. If you didn't finish school, for instance, you were pregnant or whatever, that you come and we train you for 3 months in the kitchen. We then let you work for 3 months, and then we're setting you up in a pilot kitchen in the rural areas instead of you.
I'm Qondile Khedama, responsible for communications in the metro. We are having a plan with regards to our road infrastructure, but there are a number of things that are related to the road infrastructure. Remember, the first one would be, as an example, the road markings, which we are attending to throughout the city. You might have seen there are a number of areas just next to the Central University of Technology, next to you in Mushwe. There are a number of areas that we are attending with regards to road markings, and we continue to do that because remember that this is an ongoing work and an ongoing program of the city. But we're also working together with the public safety in making sure that those robots are being attended to, because you know that the problem that the city is seated with, it's those robots that we get the reports that they are being damaged, especially during weekends. So this is one area that we're concerned about, and we want to send the message to members of the community that they must please make sure that they take care of the infrastructure, because this infrastructure belongs to them, robots and the MMC responsible for technical services is always out there trying to make sure that at least those roads that needs an immediate attention in a form of whether there's a pipe burst in the middle of the road, so it's being attended to, and the vehicles are able to use them easily. So that is one of the things that we are doing. It's daily operations that we're talking about here, and they are being attended to. Yes, we do not have as much resources as people would think, because you also have issues with regards to the collection. A sizable amount of people are currently unemployed. We're busy working on the indigent register, just to make sure that those who do not pay, they're actually legit people who are supposed to go to the indigent register. So that is the work that the finance is busy with. And we also have a number of activities that are happening, particularly around the road infrastructure. One of them is making sure that when there is a pothole, especially in the main road, it is being attended to. So we have two programs. The one that deals with the patching of potholes, which on its own has got its budget, but the budget, it's not enough to deal with the amount of potholes that we discover every day, sometimes as a result of the weather. During summer season, during or summer or rainy seasons, you'd always have those problems where you get your infrastructure getting depressed and so on. That does not necessarily mean that we didn't have potholes before. It means when we focus, for example, there was a time when we had focused on the northern part of Bloemfontein, which the good work was done on that. There's a focus by the technical services in around Mapikela. There's work that has been happening there. There are other immediate challenges that your technical services will be dealing with.
So then, according to some residents as well, in looking at the state of traffic management and regulation within the city, some of them feel that it has weakened over the years. What steps is the municipality taking into consideration to address road safety and also infrastructure within the city?
Well, as to whether it has weakened over the years, it's something that we can discuss, because remember, there are issues of population growth. There's an economy that is not performing well. and it has got a direct impact into our activities, particularly on service delivery issues. So we, with regards to things like your robots, things like your, which else did you mention?
Speed, speed trapping? Yes, speed traps.
Yeah, the deployment of
traffic officers.
Yeah, our traffic officers is in line with the amount of people, the numbers of people that we have, warm bodies, would be able to be deployed in different areas and attend to speed-related cases and so on. But the other thing that is a challenge at the moment is that the department is busy dealing with the technology, making sure that we deploy the technology that will assist us in the light of a challenge of less traffic officers, but more work on them. So we are looking at that. There's a plan that they've submitted to the city manager with regards to for, as an example, your deployment of cameras, the management thereof, and also looking at partnership, because there are people who want to come on board, but we are looking at the modalities, because sometimes you do not want to give out the work that is being, it's supposed to be dealt with by the municipality itself, and thereby compromise our sovereignty or our authority, in fact, as the municipality.
Okay, then lastly, I'd just like to know how the municipality works with law enforcement to ensure that these traffic rules and regulations are being upheld, and where can, or is there a way where, a channel where residents can actually bring forth these high risk areas or high risk roads like the Milner Road, Kenneth Counter Road, and some roads like that alike?
Yeah, an assessment is being done all the time to look at the risk areas. But remember, the risk is not stable. At one stage, when students are back at the varsity, you'd find that that area, the university precinct, becomes the risk itself. The concentration of public transport, those are areas that becomes a problem. Sometimes there are events that are taking place in the city. It becomes a concentrated area when it comes to either you're taking crime or any other intransition of the traffic laws. So we our plans changes from time to time, and we focus where there's a problem. But obviously there are key areas where you know that you have your your resources stacked into the place, like in the CBD. That is where a lot of movement it's happening around the shopping malls, and so that is where we actually focus. So there are a number of areas, and some they will tell you, the practitioners, that they wouldn't disclose because they just want to be there and make sure. But I must say, to date, there's a lot of work that has happened, particularly in the CBD, where there's a serious visibility of traffic officers, where people, when they park in wrong spaces, they're being impounded, and so we get a lot of backlash, but equally we get a lot of praises from other people who are saying, ever since you have put some measures, the situation is beginning to improve, especially in the CBD and next to the shopping centers. We are working, obviously, it's a interdisciplinary type of arrangement, because you'd find that in Mimosa you have people who are just parking badly because they want to go and buy food to those hawkers. So we have allocated those people a proper area where there won't be an interruption into the traffic flow during peak hours and so on. So those are the issues that we're actually doing, where we plan together as different departments within the city itself.